What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to a special edition, different type of video. Today I'm going to be talking about how I got into the RV industry. Now, this month I am special guest with 6 other YouTube channels that does this collaboration. And what they all do is they all tag each other. Well, they all make the same video subject, and then they all tag each other and share each other's videos. And I was lucky and fortunate enough to be a guest of them. So after you hear about my story on how I got into this RV lifestyle, if you guys want to hear some more awesome YouTube creators, make sure you check out Tree Talker the Traveler, The Brazen Brits, Happy Place Diaries, Travels with Delaney's, The Wayward Wags, and The Roadsmiths. I will link all of their channels and the videos they make about how they got into the RV lifestyle. And I just think it's a really cool idea, and I'm super honored and thankful that the channels offered this to me, and I would love to share my video. So first and foremost, my video is going to be different than everybody else's video because I wasn't an RVer before I joined the RV lifestyle. I became an RV salesperson first, and here's the story of that. So the year is 2015, and my full-time job, I was a beer vendor for the Mid-Atlantic sports teams. I say the Washington Nationals. So that's the Orioles, Nationals, Redskins, Ravens, Eagles, Caps. And I was a professional full-time beer vendor, and I did that from 2021, 2020, or like 2012 through 2015. I literally, there was enough events, like I worked concerts, I've seen every concert in the world, and I was a full-time beer vendor, just like you can see here. I was a bit skinnier when I did beer vending. Obviously, you're working in the heat, lugging that beer bucket up and down, and I'd say, cold beer here, hey, who's thirsty? Who needs a cold beer? And when somebody got a Coors Light, I'd go down and go, the Silver Bullet. And as you guys could imagine, I was pretty good at beer vending, and I was able to make it my career. And then, you know, 2014, things started slowing. So, well, first, I've been vending since I was 15 years old. I started off at Six Flags selling cotton candy, snow cones, and popcorn and lemonade. But actually, if you guys go to the Hershey RV show, the people that sell lemonade, that's Jay Vending. That's the first company I ever worked for, by the way. Anywho, I did that full time for 3-4 years, and then the money wasn't what it used to be. It was slowly going down. So I had to get a daytime job. And I've always wanted to sell cars. I always felt like I could sell cars. The problem is a car dealership would never hire me because their busy time of day was 5 o'clock through 9 o'clock at night, right? And I wasn't willing to give up beer vending. I wasn't willing to give up the Nationals because I made a lot of money doing that. You know, you guys wouldn't believe it, but you know, I was making 500, 600 bucks a night beer vending, and half of it was cash money take home that night. Now, that wasn't every venue, but I had a really good clientele at the Nats Park. I still keep in contact with a lot of them. Some of them are watching this video. Hi, Bird and Teresa and David and everybody else watching. Anyway, so I needed a daytime job, okay? Car dealership would never hire me. And so me and my buddy Calvin, we would always drive by this RV dealership in Crofton, Maryland. And I remember them having a sign on a toy hauler, and it said only $39,995. And Calvin and I thought that was so funny. Like only $40,000. Now that I'm in the industry, and now that it's 2023, that's actually a phenomenal price for a toy hauler, but not knowing it at the time, you know. So I told Calvin, I'm like, you know what, Calvin, I think I could sell RVs. And I Googled the company, and I saw that they closed at 6 p.m. And I'm like, man, I only live, like, it takes me like an hour to get to Nats Park from Crofton. So I interview them, and I negotiate, hey, on nights when the Nats are playing, I leave at 5 o'clock, 5:30. And it's not like I was going out and I was like in a band or a club or something and I was going out to have fun. I was literally leaving work early to go to more work, you know what I'm saying? And they agreed to it, and that's how I got into the RV industry. It was so much fun because I started selling I started selling RVs while being a full-time beer vendor. After the first year, I quit the Orioles, and then I only did Nats Park because, again, Nats was my bread and butter. That's when I had the biggest audience. And then fun story, so then I start the YouTube channel. So I'm a full-time RV salesman, full-time Nats beer man, and I started a YouTube channel, and then YouTube started picking up, and then I hit like 7,000 or 8,000 YouTube subscribers, and I really see the momentum. And I say, you know what, I just can't do this in Maryland anymore. I need to come to a huge dealership group. I need to be off I-4, you know, either Lazy Days or General or Camping World or somebody. I need to be with the big dogs to create my YouTube channel to the vision that I thought. And so I've heard amazing things about General, so I interviewed with them and I decided to move to Ocala, and I gave my 2 months notice or whatever. And the dealership that I worked at, Leo's Vacation Center, they're still family. And let me tell you how the RV industry is. When you're a salesperson, when you give your 2 weeks notice, it's see you later, crocodile. You know what I'm saying? Like before I worked at Leo's, I actually worked at this other dealership. I'm not gonna name them. I gave my notice and they just told me to hit the road jack, you know? So that's the sales industry. Well, Leo's, I gave my 2 months notice, and they were nothing but happy for me that we were moving to Florida to, one, pursue my career at a dealership like this, and to be closer with my mom and family and everything. So I always appreciate them for that. But you know, I gave my 2 months notice, and it was really awesome because around July I knew I was coming to General, and so I got to tell all my regulars at Nats Park that I was moving to Florida to pursue the RV lifestyle, the RV industry. And so it was just an awesome final year. And the final game of well, first, the final game of the regular season, all my regulars showed up because a lot of them were season ticket holders, and even a lot of them weren't season ticket holders. My customer Mike, bing, who I actually helped him get a Tiffin Allegro from General RV. He bought me this awesome Beerman Nats jersey, and then all of my regulars bought a baseball and signed it and gave it to me. And then we threw like a going away party, bing, and you guys can see the pictures there. And it was a really good time. It's a really good time, and I actually even get a little choked up talking about it, you know, because like you become, and you guys know this if you bought an RV from me when I was selling RVs, I don't look at it as like having customers, and that was with RV sales and beer vending. I look at it as like they're my friends, and you know, you just build a relationship with them and have a good time. And then what's really awesome is the Nats ended up making the playoffs that year, and not only did they make the playoffs, they actually won the World Series that year in 2019. So my very last day at work ever as a beer vendor was Game 5 of the World Series, and then this, bing, that is David. That is the absolute last beer that I've ever sold. And you know, people always ask me if I'll ever go back, and it's just like, dude, I don't know if I can go back. I did it Peyton Manning style, Ray Lewis style. My very last day of work of a job that I enjoyed was Game 5 of the World Series. You know what I'm saying? So I always make a joke, like if somebody bought Matt's RV Reviews, or if I ever became like really rich and I didn't need a job anymore, I'd go back to beer vending. Because one, I mean, beer vending, you made really good money, but it was fun. It was so much fun being around the people. Anyway, that's how I got into the RV industry, even though this story didn't have much to do with RVing, but I got into the RV industry from beer vending. And let me tell you something, as sad as it is that I'm not a beer vendor anymore, as much as I miss my Maryland friends and family, it was the absolute best thing, because of that I was able to do this. And now because of that, I have an even bigger family with the General RV team and the Matt's RV Reviews viewership family. And I still get text messages from some of my clients and friends at Nats Park, and they are just in awe, because they knew me when I started the YouTube channel and I had 10 subscribers, and they look at it now and they see that we have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and millions of views. And just know there's a section of Nats Park that watches Matt's RV Reviews and is still rooting for us, even though the Nats suck now. You know, they'll always have a special place in my heart. And because of that, I'm in the RV industry, and it is so much fun. And guys, that's just my story. I want to give a big shout out to the 6 YouTube channels that invited me to come in here today. Again, Tree Talker the Traveler, The Brazen Brits, Happy Place Diaries, Travels with Delaney's, The Wayward Wags, and The Roadsmiths. I've actually collaborated with a lot of those YouTube channels. I'll link them down below. Make sure you guys check out their channel, because they got into the RV lifestyle a lot differently from the way I did. And if you're watching this video and you came from one of those channels, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. But guys, do me a huge favor, comment down below. Let me know if you guys like stories like this, hearing our backstories or whatever. The 6 YouTube channels, they do this once a month, and they have different topics. And so if you guys like it, maybe I will be fortunate enough to join them again. But the only way they're going to let me join them again is if you guys check out their YouTube channels and you tell them that you're watching them from the Matt's RV Reviews channel. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you later tonight, PM, with another video. We'll see you next time.